Hello guys, it's Sovereign, your unknown Musa Senpai. I'm a little bit sick, so you're gonna have to forgive me if I cough or try to clear my throat. We're gonna be talking about the drama kind of discussions that Purbis created in Global Labs, and we're also going to be talking about patches and comments on the forum posts. So this is the one of the first ones I want to go over. It was option 3 in Anders' video, or it was option 3 in the Purbis form. Can't find the form that PA actually gave us. It might have just been in Korea and translated. I'm not too sure. We'll scour around for it and put a link in the description with that form post as well. If not, you can just make your own. So this is regarding option 3 about giving everyone a grabs. grabs, adding grabs to every class for a PvP balance is impossible, and I totally agree with this. And I want to talk about the upvoting and downvoting in a minute, because this is one of the reasons why you are getting all the bad buffs, all the nerfs, all the stupid things, because of the upvotes and downvotes. Okay, part of the reason of it is this. So, with the upcoming changes to PvP that are solely in favour of a large-scale PvP and a direct nerf to every non-grab grapple class, this is needed for balance. Okay, so before I didn't read the needed part, and I thought it's not needed. So this person wants grabs for every class. You cannot even remotely balance PvP going forward, where certain classes have mechanics to directly bypass the upcoming nerfs to small-scale PvP. No matter what changes you make, several classes will have an advantage, and we are overdue for a simple solution. We can rebalance PvP after this. For those that don't know, on Global Labs, they've added protections across the border to increase, which makes non-grab classes suffer. This is not true. In Korea right now, the Global Labs patch notes haven't gone through even in Korea. Anders actually showed a video on this and proved that the changes haven't gone through. I guess this person missed that video or just skipped around the video. So even the Korea version, which normally get the patch notes first, the Global Labs released first, they didn't even have it. So the upcoming changes weren't even balanced because several classes are still getting more protections than others, like Warrior, who can stay in super armor and have a grab. I guess he's talking about the block. But what is broken is that the frontal guard is frontal guard super armor for Warrior, which means that you cannot go through his back, which like a Musa could easily bypass and do a back attack CC. Even if it was frontal guard and I did CC him and knock him down, you have another problem with Warrior, and it's not just Warrior, quite frankly, it's a lot of classes that are frontliners, which have ridiculous HP, too much HP scaling, so his HP scales a lot better, and that basically means it scales better because it has the class has affinity with DR or affinity with evasion, which helps HP scaling in the overall amount of damage that you give to a player. So this guy wants to give every class a grab, but what he didn't read, or he didn't even mention below in Anders' video, they actually showed a portion at the bottom. It said Warrior and I think it was Plume Blossom, and I'm pretty sure that Plume Blossom is a Meiwa and Warrior is Musa for the Korean translations. I'm pretty sure that is it, but this was just an example, as they said that they would have to nerf the movement speed of these classes. And I can tell you that a movement speed of 50% debuff on a Musa is already cancerous enough. So if they nerf our movement and they still have the debuffs in the game, I honestly strongly think that 70 to 80% of Musas will reroll, making Musa and Meiwa the two most unplayable classes in the game, because there is just no point. And also, option 2 has a few problems, but we won't get into this. I'm gonna downvote this. I think everyone should downvote this. Don't have grabs in the game. Grabs should just be removed. We talk about that in a minute. If you are like perma iframe and you have a grab, Socal is the best class in the game. It's the best 1v1 class, small scale class, and large scale class. Just because of those two things. Grabs are broken, iframes are broken. So this is a reply. The class comment from a Socal nerf grab that we can iframe endlessly, and you complain about grabs calling yourself at the same time the highest kill count in the world class. See, this is a person of culture, because even though that he has iframes and he's ninja, probably succession ninja, let's be real, he actually has a brain and comments this, you know. So I will upvote that. A sort of a grab is so dumb, but you honestly shouldn't upvote these memes. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I think downvoting his post would be a good idea. Because yeah, that's just dumb. So that's pretty much there. There was other comments. Let's see if we can look around for something better. This is his original post. There's basically just two guys here crying at each other. Okay, so this is right. I want to show you the toxic nature. Let's just remove my upvote. Right. This is from a LAN, guys. This is from a LAN, right? At least I hope it's a LAN. It's not just like a person that likes the look of the avatar. Let's just hope it's a LAN. Okay, I honestly rather them remove all grabs and give every class with a grab something else instead. It is boring to see game decides by a single grab, and if both have a grab, it just becomes a grab first equals wins. This is so true. This is coming from a LAN, guys. Think about this. And this is the community that we put up with. Downvoted. This is why the game is going downhill. Because people are addicted to their grab. They want their dopamine is so high that they have to downvote a logical solution to the game. That is, this person saying they should remove all grabs and probably even use alt accounts on here, alt accounts, to just downvote. That's probably what it is. This is probably one person's downvote, and he just had like 5 accounts and he just downvoted all 5. I'm going to upvote this because I think this is a good idea. I think removing grabs will do multiple things for the game. Removing grabs will teach people combat mechanics. Removing grabs will teach people multipliers, how to get the best out of multipliers. Removing grabs will teach people how to be more safe in the game, how to be more protective and not risk needlessly. And I totally agree, but this is the community that we have. This is the community that we have. You guys' egos are ruining the game. Poor Abyss is not ruining the game. I strongly don't think I think they are just looking at these downvotes. And it's not just EU and NA. It's Korea, China, it's Russia. Everyone has their own different forum posts because we have different countries, we have different languages. You get idiots that downvote, right? Don't downvote. I feel like downvoting should not be a thing anyway, Because if downvoting was removed, then people would only upvote for good things. So probably just remove downvoting. If anything, all super mobile classes that can basically perma move should not have grabs, especially ones which are always too quick, maneuverable, and punish frontal guards. Okay, this is true, but we also have the problem of Valkyrie and Warrior in the game. Valkyries are the strongest and tankiest class in the game. They, with the right gear, they can survive 3 mooses. I spoke to Santos, which is a GM from Villains, and I think he said that I was lowering his frontal guard to like 40% with 655 awakening AP. Regardless, that's like 45 AP less, the total AP less than what I have for my endgame build, but it's still ridiculous that I only lowered it by 40% in a 4 combo. That is dumb. And most people run some sort of like mix of accuracy and AP, or even evasion and accuracy, which lowers their total AP anyway. So it'd be doing less than that. Also, what this guy didn't read again in Andy's post, he showed you the screenshots of the original post saying classes like Warrior and Bloom Blossom, which is, I think, the Korean translation for Musa and Meiwa, that they would lower the movement of these classes, which again, if we have a 50% debuff and they do give us all grabs and lower the movement, we are going to be one of the most unplayable classes in the game. The reason to give us a grab would just be completely no reason at all, just because of the nerfs that they did. And I honestly think they're going to do that. I think the simple solution for them is just to give everyone grabs. I'm scared shitless, because this is going to kill the game. This will kill the game. 100% will kill the game. Stop upvoting memes, guys. You're just confusing developers, I swear to God. Also, if you struggle getting grabbed as a Soc, you may want to reroll, as that's the hardest class in the game to grab, considering you get shards just for sniffing air. This is true and false at the same time. It's true because iframes shouldn't be grabbed. You shouldn't be get to grab people in iframes, but at the same time, we all know what the servers are like in NA and EU. They are absolutely terrible, and the amount of times I see a warrior just not even a warrior, a striker, just go up to a Soc's pussy and go and then just grab someone is in iframe is hilariously funny, because that shouldn't happen. I want to say that these option 1, option 2, and option 3 is not how you fix the game. All 3 options are a band-aid. Option 2 is less of a band-aid than option 3, obviously. Option 1, nobody asked for. So option 2 is what you should do, but there's going to be a lot more that you need to fix than just option 2. If you make option 2, you actually make other classes worse off. We'll be talking about that later. Okay, so I do want a grab on the Soc, and if she gets it, I also want a 50% stamina use on every shift evasion movement she does. Thus you can only evade 2 times, or 70% stamina used for only 1 evasion. You're a Soc and have 0 understanding of the game. I think it's your Grim Reaper's judgment. I'm not really too familiar with Socs, but it's when she puts her scythe behind, almost to behind her butt, and she just strikes really fast. It's like she makes a yeah sound, and it does a shitload of damage. Grim Reaper's Judgment, I think it is. We'll do one more page and then we'll stop sniffing around. As you can see, it is just an upvote downvote wall. We need to stop this upvote downvote wall. You need to stop making old accounts and just downvoting people. I can probably show you one. Like here, people hate this person. It's a Socal. She just gets downvoted. Some of her things that she said are true. They're not all wrong. But the more opinions you add, the better. Also, why are we not downvoting Socal or CJ? Because it's a Sage. We always downvote these guys. I'm just joking. Nah. Okay, so we're going to go back on form flows, and now we're going to find the other topic about balancing. Option 2, this was. Okay, so this is option 2. This person talked about option 3 as well. So actually a person that actually cares. And this was the person about saying that we shouldn't give every class a grab. This is also a person coming from Milan. So this person has a decent serenity, harmony, I don't know. A good balanced mind in the combat mechanics. But let's see what he actually says, because this is a pretty lengthy post, and this seems to be a reply to that post. So since we have 3 options to choose from, the official post, defense countering skills, think guard break skills. Now this is exactly what I think of. Musa was the second class, but it was the first class to have the most amount of numbers in damage break. We also didn't have split damage on guard break. We do now, which is the most stupidest thing ever. The way that it works, if a guy is behind you and the AoE hits him first, the guard break will apply to the guy behind you, and then if you're trying to focus on someone in front of you, then he would get the other percentage of the split damage of the guard break. It's so bad, and I don't think that should be a thing either. I feel like guard break should be buffed by something like 50%. It's our only way to break Valkyrie's block. As soon as we can break a Valkyrie's block, we have another problem, which is their DR HP evasion scaling. It's just too much. They have PA, they have 2 heals, or 3 heals if succession, or maybe 3 heals in Awakening, I can't remember now. And they just have an overall stupid kit to fight. They have accuracy through the wazoo, and I believe they even have accuracy in DR buffs, which is just stupid. The entire class is busted, but let's get back into the post. So, defense countering skills, think guard break skills. 2. Reduce and super armors and add in frontal guard. 3. Giving grabs to every class. Again, option 3, people have not regarded the movement post that PA said. They said they're going to nerf the movement of any class that has fast movement if they give every class grabs. Please understand that this is probably falls into LAN too. At least gimmickly options seem to be option 2. I propose the following directions, if you will. So 1. Damage and skills that focus the players to understand still can be protected super armors. Damage and skills that can be cancelled or rotated can only be protected by frontal guard. This allows wizards and seamlessly to still play the game as if an offensive skill focus. You can stand still. It only makes sense that you get protected by super armor. If your skills allow you to change directions or cancels into a different skill, it should be frontal guard, unprotected. Simply for the reasons that cancelling, reducing a skill would allow you to represent your protection. Promotion skill for gameplays and promotional awareness. This is true, but this is untrue as well. In large-scale PvP, you can't predict someone coming up your backside and smacking you about. That is shit gameplay, in my eyes. So again, this was a logical post, and the community downvotes this, making PA think that grabs should be in the game. If you are a person that actually memes and you downvoted this, stop doing this, because you are literally going to make the game have every grabs. The game will come a grab meta. No one will do combat no more. It would just be going up to people and grabbing people. You just roll SA into grabs. Delete your downvote on grabs, because you are literally making it. You're literally going to make the developers go, hey, everyone thought it was fine having grabs. Guys, the game is, you're going to kill the game. I promise you, you will kill the game. You will kill the game if you have grabs in the game. You need to delete grabs. I posted this and someone got grilled. This community is never willing to admit that grabs are OP. I'm going to upvote this guy. I want everyone to upvote this person. Everyone to upvote this person. Delete. Purvis literally says grabbing is the most powerful of the status elements. It actually is fucking true, guys. Actually is true. Grabbing is the most powerful of status. In the Regent Global Labs patch notes, they literally say this in Anders' video. I can actually show you here. Sorry, Anders. I don't know where the actual original form post. Your links are not working, by the way. This just sends you to the front page. These don't work, by the way, Anders. Yeah, grab. So the third part of maintain was last of adding grabs to all classes. This is the most powerful status element. And since there are so many variables due to it, it is make sure to control part. For example, in the case of classes that are strong in movement, this will be Musa, such as Warrior, which I think is Musa for Korean translation, and Bloom Blossom, which I think is Meiwa. Their strength in movement needs to be nerfed if they are given a grab, so we are considering various methods. How they would nerf the movement, not sure. Probably just make it slower. That's gonna kill the game. That's gonna kill the Musa trend for everyone if they touch the movement. Yeah, because Blossom. Warrior is a class, but Bloom Blossom is also a class in Korean. So I'm pretty sure when they say warrior, they don't mean our warrior in NAEU. They mean something else, and I'm pretty sure it's Musa. If every class is getting if every class is getting a grab, then class with movements like mine are going to be absolutely stupid with it. So option 3 is a no-go. This is absolutely true, but absolutely fake as well, because nobody's reading the last bit. It says we need to nerf the movement. Nobody's reading that. Read it. You are literally not understanding. But I will upvote this. Again, people, why would you downvote this comment? A person that has grab only wants to play the game with a grab. So this is another person converted in another post, but classes with movement are already to have grabs. Lance, Ninjas, Kunos, Tamers being the main culprit. Zerka's considerably faster in the long range than the Dark Knight too. Have you ever tried chasing one? Yeah, this is another problem, but same with Musa. Okay, imagine Socal or Awakening Nova getting a grab. Oh my god. again, he is right. Awakening Nova is 3 times faster than a Musa. I've literally seen an Awakening Nova in RBF go from my spawn to his spawn with adrenaline rush. It is ridiculous. Doesn't seem to be many posts about this one, which is a sad one. Again, people reply to option 2 because we don't want the game to be a grab fest. I will do this as well. I'll talk about some more things. Let us see what we can ever find. Yes, RNG has a place in PvP. Less resistance apply only to PvE. I feel like there needs to be a base level. I honestly think they nailed it. Straight away, when the game first launched, they nailed it. 30, is it 30 or 35% resist? I'm going to show you my horrible gear now, guys. Let me just take off all my resist. Okay, I swear it was 30%. I feel like a flat 30% resist, it will be enough. I think a flat 30% resist will be enough in the game. Like this is, I mean, this is 30% when you have the gear. So, yeah, I feel like this is fine. 30% resist is fine. Okay, so let's talk about the overall thing. So option 1 was the to keep SA. Option 2 was to have more frontal guards, replacing the SA into frontal. And option 3 was to have more grabs. Quite a few people want option 3, the grab, and there's a person that I know that only sees grabs as a true way to PvP, which is stupid. Grabs weren't even a big deal back in 2017-18. Like, you would still do your combos and you'd still punish people. Now, the game has gotten more protective. That's no one's fault but the developers. Developers need to cut down SA. Option 2 does need to be a thing. Yes, it will suffer for large scale because we have more frontal guards, but this is a skill issue as well, as you can place your frontal guard in a nice way to not be CC'd. All you need to do is come at node wars in a different type of way. Come at PvP in a different way. Yeah, there's going to be third party CCs in the game, but there's no way to fix this. You can't give classes this many iframes, turns into a Socal. Can't give Musa or classes like Musa too much SA because they're just, have all these problems where they're just going in, going out, and they're getting away with it. Sure, sometimes, but that's also a skill issue too. People don't understand that you just literally attack speed and movement speed a Musa, and he ain't getting away. He is not getting away. If you are losing to a Musa, you are very bad at the game. You're really bad because all you have to do is slow and attack speed and movement speed, and then he can't attack you because he's slowed. You can't run away because he's slowed, and he is dead. Really easy to kill Musa in the current meta. If they give option 2, Musa would be a lot stronger. We'll be a lot stronger. As well, because we'll be able to use our frontal guards to deflect debuffs. But we will also have more ways to punish people. I think option 2 is the best way to go forward. It's the healthiest way for the game. The game used to be skill based back in the day. I feel like anyone that hasn't played this game for I don't know, about 5 years needs to not have a comment on this, unless they are a true veteran to the game and they understand the mechanics. Anyone that is not a 5-year veteran, just just stop commenting on forum posts. We already see the up throw down voting wars on forum posts. They make no sense. Half the posts are memes. I wonder why the GMs are getting so confused, because they comment something like, yeah, I want to grab, and then other people have logical scripts of why grabs are bad. Even Poe Abyss literally said that grabs are the strongest status element in the game, or element, should I say, in the game. Now, if we do go to option 2, which I really hope we do, I feel like there needs to be other changes. Now, the reason why people get CC'd so much in the game is literally because there are too many CCs in the game. For instance, if you're in large scale and you can spam 3 skills and you have 3 people dogging on you, then you've got yourself a massive load of CC potential coming at you with only a limited amount of protection. Frontal guards would help a lot because of the way debuffs don't work on frontal guards. And frontal guards can be used to stop being CC'd as well, but there are some skills like block, jump, suction, and grabs that bypass these annoying mechanics in the game. So overall, they need to get rid of a lot of stuff. Evasion is way too strong in the current meta. There's too much damage in the game. I feel like players should be rewarded for CCing, and then the damage should come out after the mechanics have been successfully neutralized. For instance, you go into a stand-in, let's say you skip the float and you just went into knockdown. There should be at the camp by now, and now you have a buff in the damage down attack modifier. If this was buffed, then you would be rewarded for knocking him down and killing him. But because evasion, damage reduction, HP on certain classes, and also bloody 10% special attack evasion is so strong in this game that it actually you actually start to see classes with good gear around 740, 750 gear score just get up all the time, and then they just reset the fight. And because they're so tanky, their potions are just constantly like healing them. They can sustain more, and that's a problem. I feel like they need to get rid of Nemesis system. There are, if you guys don't know, if you're new, there's a Nemesis system that's been in the game for quite a long time, and basically certain classes have certain effects on different classes. For instance, Musa does more damage to Musa, and I believe Musa does more damage to Ranger, and I will link that description, the updated one, in the description, okay? So I will put that Nemesis chart in the description. You guys are more than welcome to see this. Removing grabs would make people more combat. What's the word? They would learn the combat of the game like a proper person should. There needs to be less CCs with super armor. I feel like it needs to be in this category. Frontal guard skills should be your CC skills. Super armor should have no CC or very little CC, the lowest amount of all CC, and super armor should do the most amount of damage because you sustain damage and do damage as well when you're in SA. Iframes should be the less amount of skills in the skill tree. There should only be like 3 or something stupid like this within the kit. Maybe 2 in Awakening, 2 in Pre-Awakening, maybe 1 in the Rabam. Something like this. I'm just saying these things because I mostly play Musa, and I can see that maybe 1 or 2 be worth having throughout the entire kit, rather than just having it in an Awakening spec or a Suck spec. So if they remove the CCs, all the massive CCs, that'd be a good thing. I think a 30% base resist is fine for the game. It's nice and healthy. I think they need to remove, and this includes Musa too, all the passives of classes need to have their ignore 30% grab, ignore 10% stun stiffness resist. All this stuff like that needs to be taken away. I don't think it's helping anyone. I also think that the crystals are very bad in the game. So things like the combination Hooms, they give you accuracy, they give you HP, they give you damage reduction, they give you evasion, and it's just too much stats in the game. You can't remove damage reduction from evasion, because if someone successfully bypassed the evasion, you'll get one shot straight away. So there does need to be some certain level of DP in the game. I think DP in the game is very bad and very strong. Now, the reason I say this is with classes like Valkyrie, is the way that Frontal Guard stacks is that it stacks on defensive stats. So your HP, your DR, your evasion, these stats help Frontal Guard protection. And some classes like Warrior have Frontal Guard SA. So you're not only just perma CC immune, you are actually heavily stacking the defensive trait of Frontal Guard. That defensive trait doesn't exist if you're attacking from behind still. Just understand that. The warrior will take more damage from behind still. He will take the full SA damage from behind, but he will only take a percentage of the Frontal Guard damage from the front. That's why even if he's standing still, you should always attack his back, because you do more damage behind them. Plus you have back attack multipliers as well. So there was a few other things like block jumps, suction skills. These are kind of busted. In option 2, these will make block jumps very strong in the game. Sadly, Musa doesn't have any block jumps. Well, we have one, but it's not really a block jump. It just looks like a block jump. I think it's called Dragon Pounce, but no one uses it. Yeah, I think that is it. I don't think grab meta, so option 3, I think grab meta is healthy for the game. It completely teaches you to not understand the game. It completely teaches you to just press an auto win key, which is your E, and your grab button, and bypass the combat mechanics. The combat mechanics are put in the game for a reason. The CC limits are put in the game. The CC chains are put in the game for a reason. When I say CC chains, I mean things like you go into stand-in, you can do float, you can do air damage, knockdown, down attack damage, then down smash. That's like a chain. And then we have the multipliers that were put in the game. With grabs, they literally make you bypass all this BS. Because when you CC someone, or you move into a grab, you're going to give them max immunity. So you're at the end of the CC chain straight away, because the grab is very high. I don't think it puts you at the max. I believe it's like 1.6 or something. Have to check that again. I can't remember. It's been a while. But all I know is that it doesn't actually matter if it's 1.6 or even if it's 0.0, because at the end of the day, when you get grabs in the current meta of the game, there is so much damage that normally when you're on the ground is either Bob or Sam or Dylan that gonna come over and just one shot you. It's when people see you on the ground, they all just converge onto your body, so it doesn't really matter. Special attack evasion. Now this is one of the most broken stats in the game. You can actually get 40% special attack evasion. Special attack evasion, for anyone who doesn't know, and a lot of people don't understand what this is all of the modifiers. So you got your air damage, you got your down attack damage multiplier, your crit damage, your back attack damage, and maybe there's one more. I'm not thinking. I think it's a down attack, I can't remember. But all these are multipliers for special attacks. So the evasion allows you to evade these special combat multipliers. So when you don't have the special Jins or the special Kutum Heart in your offhand, or you don't have the I say Kutum Heart because most people play evasion. You can put it on Nova too, or the Charm. Then you are really nerfing your tankiness overall. It's getting to the point where evasion only really works with the special attack evasion stacking. I mean, when you put two of these together, you put Bob that has just 1.3k evasion, and then you put Dylan next to him, and he has 1.2, but he has 40% special attack evasion. You know, Dylan wins all the time because that's how busted the special attack evasion is. But yeah, there's a few other things going in the game. I feel like some of these people that I have shown on screen, it's just a few people. I literally spent 3 hours on posts searching through. Funny enough, not many people commented on the post, or the post has gone so far down that I can't find it still. But I will try to scour around and put it in the description. So if you want some general feedback, check the description. Yeah. But I will be doing another video, and the next video will be about option 2 for Musa. Gonna have to rework some of my things because I made the sheet before they talked about changing a lot of stuff. So that will be probably out tomorrow if I can. Yeah, so really appreciate everyone tuning in. I know this was a long video. Like it if you can, it would be much appreciated. Hope you had a great Christmas, and I will see you in the brand new year. Take care.